everybody. How are you all doing?
Hi, folks.
Welcome. Hi, Tina. How are you? Oh, it wasn't supposed to be Nessa tonight. Nessa was supposed to be on in a couple weeks on Canada Day, but my guest for today canceled. So I asked Nessa if she would step in because I think what I'm going to do for Canada Day is I'm going to have a big party. I'm gonna have giveaways. It's just gonna be me here. We're gonna celebrate Canada Day all together because I guess the Americans they don't know what we do for Canada Day. So I thought that would be fun if we had a Canada Day celebration and have party and have gifts and all that sort of stuff. So that's what we're gonna do on the first. And it's just gonna be me here that time. Party and have gifts. So Nessa's gonna be here with us to now. Let me say hello to everybody coming in here. Hi, Barb. How are you doing? Here with us to now.
We haven't.
Say hello to everybody. Do you have your?
Yeah, let me check.
You need to turn your volume down.
Yeah, it turned out I had it streaming, and I was like, oh, I forgot I had it streaming.
Okay.
But I was like, hold on a second. I was like,
hi, Stephanie. How are you doing? Laying down. Wanted you to know I'm here. Love to you all. Away from keyboard. No problem, Stephanie. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. Rest. Do what you need to do. Hi, Don Yarndall. Good to have you here, hun. Yeah, rest well, sweetheart, Stephanie. Tina is in the house. Tina's coming to my house on Wednesday. That's going to be fun. We're going to have tea time again. I'm getting some donated yarn from. I have a lady in the community that donates yarns for the CHIO project, so I'll be getting some more of that next week too, which will be good. Veronica is here. Hi, Veronica. How are you doing? Don Aaron. Hi, Don Aaron. How are you? Let's see. Barb. Yeah, Don Aaron. Sugar Diamond. Hi, Sugar Diamond. How are you? And we have Yarning for a Smile. Welcome, welcome. And that's where we're at for now. I will say hello more when other people come in. But yeah, my guest tonight, as you've seen, is Nessa from Infinitely Zero. She just told me the whole story of her name. So,
and I thought I was live.
Nessa, why don't you tell me the story again about your name, your YouTube name?
So actually, I was mentioning to Shannon that I've actually had the channel for a while, but it wasn't something that I was posting a bunch of videos to or crochet videos. I actually had up some of my older dance videos up there and some videos with my dog, and that goes back more than 10 years. Like if you actually go back way in my history of my channel, you'll actually see them. And I used to do performances and all that. I used to do Middle Eastern dancing. I still do, but my health kind of impacts that a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what I was saying was that the reason that it's infinitely zero is kind of a math sort of joke on my part, because you can't divide by zero, right? And there's infinity there. And a lot of times I would go for certain conferences where it works to have a handle or like an alias. So I would use infinity. And I also like that movie, The Matrix. So I was like, why not use both? So I've been using that as a handle for a while. I know, like at one point I thought, oh, maybe Weaving Wonders would be good, like for crochet stuff. And then it looked like some company already had it. And I'm like, my channel is a little more about crochet, like within my life. So might as well keep it like that. And I'm like, and I think very few people actually get my little irony or comedy there. And math.
I didn't get it. I was but you're a computer geek.
Yeah,
that's where it comes from.
I am a computer geek. I did a lot of high level math too.
Yeah.
Multiple years of calculus and discrete mathematics and things like that. So yeah.
Fun. Hi, Sarah Bear. How are you? Sarah Bear is my daughter, Sarah. Hi, Cindy. How are you doing? Good to have you. So how long have you been crocheting for, Nessa?
So I can't exactly remember like the exact age because I was really young. So I'm trying to think that it might be around when I was either 6, 7, or 8 years old. Um, yeah, like really young because I remember we had moved from California to Florida when I was young, and that was when I was around 8 or 9, and this was before our move, like 1 or 2 summers before. So
Okay.
yeah, so it was actually my grandmother's friend that taught me with my grandmother when I was with my grandmother, at just with her at the beach, and this is my dad's mom,
Yeah.
and yeah, and it was they had an apartment on South Beach, Commerce Road. It was like the last road, and then after that they had South Point Park. Um, I don't think South Point Park was built then yet. That's how far back this goes, right? This was like early to mid '80s, and they taught me, like, first her friend taught me, and then my grandma kind of taught me later on, sort of a bit.
Yeah.
Um, and I learned in Spanish, so I learned all
Okay.
the terms and I learned all the crochet in Spanish. Um, Later on, I was the one who taught myself all the English terms,
Yeah.
and I taught myself how to read patterns. And so this comes back to where it's almost 37 plus years that I've been crocheting. There was
Wow.
years that I didn't crochet. Um, Pretty much like after college, I sort of stopped for a while.
Yeah.
So like in my 20s, but before that I had learned how to knit. So I had taught myself how to knit, and I taught myself how to knit with, and this kind of, will date me a little bit, right? It was a Lion Brand kit, and it was a VHS tape. So it came with needles and a VHS tape and a booklet, and it was like something similar to like Woolies, like thick and quick, chunky yarns. It was
Yeah.
like bulky yarn. Um, and that's kind of like how I learned to knit. And it was like these really big, like knitting needles. I think like size 11 or something.
Yeah.
And I did a bit of knitting.
I did a bit of knitting myself way back. I remember I liked this guy, so I made him this real fancy scarf. He wasn't interested.
Yeah, my ex-husband knew how to knit. So for the time that I lived over in Switzerland, like I got like a bunch of knitting needles. So I've like even read like patterns in German and things like that,
Yeah.
and yarn and needles, and
Yeah.
so it was an interesting experience.
I
And
just learned how to crochet. Um, be a year and a half, I guess, coming up.
yeah, you had
Megan
mentioned,
Day.
and you
Megan
did
Day taught me.
beautiful things, and I'm like, wow. Whenever you say that, even like when I think darn yarn doll has said that she hasn't been crocheting very long, and I'm like, but you guys do such pretty and amazing work. So
Yeah. Some people just pick it up. Mom was like, I couldn't learn how to crochet. I didn't get that at all. My mom was a big knitter, and she taught me how to knit. And I've knit a few things, but it never really clicked with me. But as soon as I picked up crochet, that was it. I was addicted.
yeah, my mom did not crochet or knit.
No, eh?
I think at one point she tried to learn how to crochet, and then her mom, like over in Costa Rica, much later in life, tried to learn how to crochet and did like a bedspread and all that. But it was, something that they kind of helped her with, and all that.
Yeah.
Um, but my grandma on my dad's side, she was also a seamstress, and they also had like a clothing store on the side. But she would like look at like a lot of times, like I love Bag O' Day, and a lot of times there's some semblance there where she kind of reminds me of my grandma, to where grandma could look at something, right? We would go to the store, and it was like, I like that dress, grandma, and she was like, okay, and she could just make it.
Yeah. My sister's like that. My sister is a seamstress,
Mm-hmm.
and she can just make anything.
Yeah, and she could crochet it too. Like she would
Yeah.
figure it out. So I still have the dresses where like my grandma like crocheted them, and then another one where she tried to crochet and it just didn't come out right. And she was like unraveling, and it was like this dress was like her nemesis. I still have it like half made.
Yeah, eh? That's amazing.
That's all like her hooks and her yarn and everything. Because I was the only granddaughter. But But yeah, so I remember as a kid, I used to draw. I used to draw like the dresses.
Yeah.
And I used to like design the things, and I just thought that was like a normal kids thing. You know, I didn't do the heads or the legs or anything or the arms, but I did the body and the shape of the dress and the skirt and everything.
And now you're making them. There you go.
Yeah. Hi, Michi.
Oh, we got some more people coming in here. I want to say hello to Pandemonium. How are you doing, love? Panda, meet my daughter, Sarah Bear. That's my daughter. Ty Dion is in the house. Hey, Jaden, how are you doing? Let's see. Michael, hi, Michael. How are you doing? Mishi, my love, how are you? Veronica's here. I said hello to Don, Miguel. Alrighty. Oh, Dinky Crafts, Jennifer. Welcome, Dinky Crafts. Hi, Jamie Marie. Hi, Kelly. Rebecca. Nice to see you. Darcia White. Hi, Jerry. How are you doing? Another Nessa M is in the house.
Ooh. Oh, that's probably me.
Is it you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that
And
the count that I'm in the second one or
we
something.
have nieces here. And is that everybody? I said hi to Jerry. Jerry is Mr. Yarndall. Nieces is here. Rebecca. Oh, hi, be my light. Patricia. I did that good. Anybody's been here for a while, they know I have that not a very good memory. Hi, Tina. How are you doing, hon? And that brings us to Shirley Bain. Hi, Shirley. How are you doing? Jaden. Get my hellos into everybody. I said, Shirley. Hi, Mara. How are you doing? And there we go. Zoila, the killer mod, is in the house. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Who's that now?
Alrighty. So, what kind of things do you like to crochet? Like, what are your favorite things to crochet? If you could crochet anything, what would it be?
Blankets
Yay.
and shawls. Yeah. I'm like thinking what else? Oh, scarves. I do beanies, but they're not like super favorite. Um,
Yeah.
and I've been doing more clothing. Clothing is the newer kind of thing for me. I mean, newer in the grand scheme of things, right? Of 37
Yeah.
years. It's like, oh, this is newer. I just started this in 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
So with that came trial and error and learning about gauge. And then recently,
Yeah.
as of last fall, I've been testing patterns for two different designers.
Yeah.
So that's been an interesting experience. And I'm definitely not good at amigurumi or those
No.
kind of figures. It's not my thing. I like them; they look cute, but it hurts my hands to make them, and I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they come out weird looking when I make them.
I feel the same way. I'm getting better at them, and I've just found some eyes on Amazon. They're little felt buttons, and I thought I could use those as eyes because I can't use I can't use the button like the safety eyes for the kids in the hospital. So I thought if I forgot the felt eyes, I could just sew those on. That would be
I
good.
don't I don't think I've seen those from like on your projects yet.
No, no, I just found them.
Okay. I have seen that the crochet designer repeat crafter repeat, yeah. I think that's how her handle is. She does very cute amigurumi figures and really creative and cute patterns and designs.
Oh
Um
yeah.
she works like with Yarn Inspiration. Like she's like one of the
Oh
big
okay.
like, it's like Mikey Crochet Crowd, Moogly, Marley Bird, and she's another
Okay.
one with them. Um my goodness, she has adorable stuff. And she actually has a pattern where it's like you can crochet like the eyes, and they're like not little eyes, they can be like bigger eyes, and
Oh, she
and
has that. Yeah, I need that.
they look amazing.
I was thinking that too, is maybe I could make
Her
them
stuff looks amazing.
eyes. But I found the buttons and they come in multiple different colors and then they come in black and white as well. So I thought that would be good.
This is
Get
even
a
like
both.
this is even like a black eye, and it'll have like the little white there where it's like a white glimmer. Like
Yeah.
stuff just has like so much
I'll
personality.
have to get that link from you
Okay, yeah.
later on. What's her name?
I think it's Repeat Crafter Me.
Repeat Crafter Me.
Yeah.
I'll write it down so people can look.
Oh yeah, and
Maybe
here on her page she has the.
maybe
I don't know if I have this
maybe
one.
Zoila, if you had a chance, you could put a link in for that. If you're interested in having your own link dropped, just write the word friends in all small letters, just like this. I'll show you. Just like that. That's the magic word to have your link dropped. And that's that.
Oh, there you go. Thank
Oh,
you.
look at there, God. Thank you, Dawn.
And if you go right to her, like right now, right on her landing page, that's literally one of the eyes
Okay.
is there. So
Let me see here. I don't think I can like click the link from in here because I'm on. We're in
ooh, let me see if I can.
StreamYard. I'll
Maybe I
get it
can
from you
do it on my
later,
phone.
anyways. We're becoming fast friends, Nisi and I. I mean Nessa. I'm sorry.
But hi, Nisi is here though.
But Nisi is here too. Yes.
Yeah, but
So
she has sorry, she has a cow that she's done like this
yeah,
year that sea animal creatures, which honestly I think would be really cool for the kids in the hospital too. So you may want to look at that. I mean, I know it's like
yeah,
the squares and you might have to, it's a lot of ends to weave in and sewing. And I think the other year she had one where it was like zoo animals, and she was doing one where it's like
yeah.
fruits. So that's what I said. I was like, she is
I
just
have a bunch that are in the background waiting to be made. Like I have some. I have an astronaut. Yeah. See, cool. Yeah, those are neat.
I know there's a glare there, but yeah.
I made an elephant. I made a pig. I made a couple dinosaurs, a couple of unicorns.
Oh, how cute. Yeah.
I made a turtle. I want to get a pattern for a big turtle. I got someone's couple. Well, it was Barb and hi Jesse. How are you doing?
That's her under the sea cow.
This is Shirley.
Just super cute.
That's cute. Yes, a couple people gave me links for the turtle, and they said you can make it bigger, but the pattern is for a tiny turtle, so it doesn't really
Yeah, it's not the same.
transfer to a big turtle.
Yeah.
It's not that simple as just making it bigger. I wish it were, but because I have, I'm gonna get some blanket yarn to make some turtles like that. I have some, but it's the smaller fleece stuff.
Yeah. I just started the Lovey today, the dinosaur one, for a present. So I started the head, and then my hands were already hurting, and then it was hurting my hands more, and then I fell asleep. So the head's halfway. I was like, well, you can wait.
What kind of hooks do you like to use? We always talk about hooks when we have guests.
Susan Bates hooks, the ergonomic ones.
Yeah.
I have my Clover soft touch hook. I also love my Prim hooks. It's a Prim hook there.
Okay.
That's what I was starting to use for the turtle. And then and I also have recently that I got was the dots hooks from We Crochet. Which I didn't like initially, but then they kind of grew on me.
Oh yeah.
I use this one a lot, the Susan Bates one, the twist and lock kit.
Oh yeah.
An ergonomic handle, and I can switch out the tips, which is nice.
That's cool.
And if you're traveling, it has a thread cutter on the bottom, and you can take that off, and you're not carrying.
Yeah, I saw those before.
Yeah, it took a little getting used to, but it's not very heavy. So I use this one, and it's nice to just throw it in my crochet bag with a few tips. I keep like a little bag. I got
Yeah,
this one at the dollar store, and the other one I made. It was like a canvas bag with a zipper. And then on
yeah.
my circular knitting machine, I made the oops, there it is. I made the outside,
Oh, very nice.
but you just buy the inside bag already done.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I keep like like quick to carry hooks in there, and some of my notions and
Yeah.
needles, and yeah,
I have mine in a little. I made a
little
basket,
tips.
and I have mine in little baskets.
Well, I have a bigger basket behind me. It's like a really big basket. It was like Tony from TL Yarn Crafts, her
Yeah.
pattern. So my basket's like that big, and that's where I have like the Tunisian hooks and the other hooks and the
Yeah. Then I
piece.
got this one. I just made this one, and it's got
That's
my
cute.
needle, my needles, and my measuring plate thing.
Yeah, I
That's
have a
off.
measuring tape in here too. But yeah, this is like because I can just throw this in my tote bag and go. Like when I'm going
Yeah.
to doctor's appointments or
Yeah. I got one of those too. I have a little tote bag, and I just put my stuff in there, and I go off to my daughter's house with my little tote bag.
oh, that's nice.
I'm thinking I want to get maybe three more of those, and then just put my my whips in there, because right now they're all laid out on my couch. My couch is just full of yarn and
Yeah,
projects.
my
So
my
it'd be nice
my
just to pick them up and put them in the thing, so they're more. My house is not so cluttered with yarn.
yeah mine is my sofa's like that too. But I also have the tote bags there with it, so it's kind of like the projects are overflowing the tote bags.
Oh, okay. So
But
you're
then
telling me I'm gonna have
depending,
a different? I'm gonna have a different problem? The same problem, just different way?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, but when I'm like on the go though, I can just when I'm about to leave, I just depends what mood I'm in, what tote bag I grab, and then I just grab whichever notions bag I need, which are already pre-packed.
Yeah.
Um, and if my current hook isn't in there, put the current hook in there. We
Yeah.
usually throw this one in because then I have a thread cutter
Yeah.
or yarn cutter, right? And then I grab whatever project it is that I'm taking. Usually I never take the big blankets though.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going, if it's like somebody's house and I'm going to be there a while or overnight
Yeah.
or something. But if it's something like a doctor's appointment, then I really need
Yeah.
something that's smaller, portable. So I run into those problems too with, like if I'm making a cardigan,
Yeah.
it's just so bulky. Or if I'm testing a pattern, I usually don't take patterns that I'm
Yeah.
testing to the doctor's office because I just have to like concentrate so much on it.
Yeah. I usually have about three blankets on the go at the same time, so I'll usually take a small blanket, like
Yeah.
this one here. I just started this last night or the day before or something. It's like,
Well, but you still got a lot done. Yeah.
yeah, I got a fair amount done. I worked on that I think last night, but so I'll bring just a smaller blanket piece. But I don't crochet out a lot. Um, the only time I really bring that whole thing with me is when I go to my daughter's house. Because then I'm like sitting in her lounge chair and I'm crocheting. I have the
Mhm.
cat on my lap. It's a whole thing.
Does she crochet too or no?
No,
Okay.
no, she doesn't crochet. She's not interested.
I was gonna say
We're
not.
we're
No.
very different people. We have
Okay.
different interests. She's more outgoing and gregarious, and I am more quiet, more reserved. I'm more creative. She's more like a people person.
Okay.
I want to be home and just do my own thing. She's like out with her friends, having fun.
Yeah. The Yeah. Well, I used to go out a lot with my friends, so now I've been too tired. So
Yeah,
this is what
exactly.
I kind of do. Um. Yeah, but I have like sometimes because I'm like working on a few crochet alongs
Yeah,
where it's like
that's what are you
they're
working
like
on?
a blanket crochet alongs. Yeah, and this recent one that I'm working because some of them are on the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
But this more recent one is a Tiffany Hanson's crochet along
Yeah,
for
Mishi likes her too. Yeah.
yeah. Well, we're part of her crochet club. Michi had told me about her crochet club,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided to join probably last fall. It's
Yep.
great though, um, because we have like Zoom calls and we have different like contests and different events that go on.
Yep.
And she does tutorials for the group too, and we get to like chat with everybody
Right.
from within the group also. And we also have like access to her patterns for free too as part of the crochet club members. And we're
Yep.
actually there's a retreat going in August in the
Yeah, I
beginning
heard. Are
of
you gonna go?
Colorado. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I
Oh,
already
good
bought my
for you.
ticket. I need to book my airfare and reserve my hotel. So it's
That's
on my
good.
list to do. But
Yeah. Is that 24/7 cotton you have in your hand there?
no, this is actually the Hirschner's Cheerful
Oh,
Decay.
okay.
It's anti-pilling. I do have the 24/7 cotton, but
How do you like it?
um for me it's good. It reminds me of like a thinner Karen Simply Soft, but it's not as heavy.
Oh, okay.
Um I had heard a video of somebody where they like were trying to use it and they said it was splitting on them, but I haven't had those issues.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
not really.
I gotta find a new cotton because Mishi set me up. I'm good for a while. I've got a couple of them right here actually.
Um
I'm gonna start a stuffy tonight.
oh,
You
nice.
know the one with the eyes closed and the little.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Yeah, I really like those. I think they're gonna like those. So I'm gonna make another one with this.
But yeah,
This
the
this is
24/7
the
cotton
skip
is on the
color.
thinner side. Like even though they categorize it as a 4, I find that it's very thin.
That's what they said. This is a 4-2, but this looks more like a 3. Well, 3. Yeah, this is more like a 3. But I love this cotton. But they don't ship to Canada.
I don't think they ship at all, do they? I don't know. I don't buy there.
Maybe they don't ship. I don't blame you.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think they buy. I don't think they like have a website or like a web presence, and I don't think they ship. But I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, they're behind times,
But,
but they're millionaires. So what can you do?
I mean, I have plenty to say about them being behind the
Oh,
times.
I have plenty
We're
to say
still on
about
this
them too.
conversation.
I have plenty to say too, but let's not. Let's move on.
So uh, this isn't the last square, but it's the one before. I don't think it's showing up well because of the there we go. Now we see it. It has like a dimensional aspect where it looks like arrows. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to see on the camera. They're right
Oh
here.
yeah, I can see them. Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, so that's one of the squares. So stuff like this is what I'll have in my bag for like a doctor
Yeah,
appointment because I can stop and start it and
she's doing squares, and then you're gonna
small
put them all
Tanisha
together
thing.
as a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. I might do that later on. But right now we're working on amigurumis for my members' lives. But I might do a crochet along like that too, and afterwards, after we get bored with the baby dinosaur and stuff.
Hmm.
Hi, I am me, Sam. Yeah, Zoila. Feel free to leave at any time and take care of your son. You know, children are adults, children, whoever your son is most important.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope he feels better soon.
yeah. Feel better. Yeah, I hope he does too. It's been you've been. Zoila tries to take care of everybody.
Yeah. Well, and then I think he's been sick since late last week too. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
then isn't your mother had a issues too?
her mother, her mother, Shannon?
Was it Zoila's mother?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I believe she's her caretaker. So I think
yeah.
at one point
That's what I
maybe.
mean. Zoila takes care of everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we can be here for you, Zoila, while you're going through all that because you need support when you're taking care of other people, and it's
Yeah, and at
very
least
important.
a little time away from, like at least if it's like a little break of, oh, I can listen to this video for
Yeah,
20-15 minutes and then stop it and then go do,
yeah,
go take
exactly.
the gym and yeah.
Yeah, yeah, indeed.
I know Dawn was mentioning that she sews, but she doesn't sew as much as she used to
Oh yeah,
because she says it takes away from her crochet time and it's harder for her to cut patterns and work on the machine. And yeah,
Oh,
and for
Dawn Aaron, you mean?
huh?
Dawn
Darn
Aaron?
yarn doll. Darn yarn doll.
Oh, Dawn Yarn Doll. Okay.
Yeah, I would sew too, where I was learning as well, and I had a machine, and I did masks during the pandemic. But it was really flaring up my back and hip pain.
Yeah,
Um,
I have one of the little sewing machines. You know, the $80 ones. I just
yeah.
bought it for mixed media play, like to sew on cards and sew on
Oh, cool.
art journal pages and that sort of stuff. You know.
Yeah, I have a serger too, so
Oh, good for you.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And then Shirley was mentioning that she likes the 24/7 cotton, and the 24/7 cotton DK is nice too, and that she uses the DK.
Oh, there's a
That's
24/7 DK.
yeah, that's thinner. But I don't know. I mean, I honestly already thought the 24/7 was already pretty thin, like a DK.
I
So
think it's enough for me. I don't think I need to go any smaller than the 24/7 cotton.
I wonder how thin the
And if it's
twenty-four
going to be
seven
good for,
DK is.
I think
If
it'd be
it's
good for amigurumi. I was using Mia cotton and I got it online, and then they doubled the price of it because that's what they do on Amazon on those independent sellers. They sell it cheap and then they jack the price up on you. So I'm looking to find a different cotton for the long haul.
yeah, I ordered my recent cottons from because I had ordered like some from Bernat that was Amazon and I didn't like it. It was pretty rough.
I don't like
Um,
Bernat's blanket. Bernat's cotton is kitchen cotton, in my opinion.
yeah, it
It's
was
not.
yeah, it was bad. But I mean, I didn't know that when I bought it, so
No, exactly. Yeah, no, you
and then
don't
I got
know.
it. I'm like, oh, why is it on sale? Why is it so cheap? And then so
That's
now
why
I
I
have
want
two
nice,
totes of
soft
it.
cotton because it's going to the kids in the hospital. You don't want it
Yeah.
rough.
I just bought some from the ice yarns. The ice yarns, the ones that I got were nice.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've had a chance to see that video. Um,
yeah.
the ones that were softest was the Giza cotton from
Oh,
ice yarn.
yeah. That's
Anything
Egyptian
that was
cotton.
yeah,
Yeah,
anything that was labeled Giza was soft, and
yeah.
then next step up was I mean, sorry, next step a little bit down, but still usable for
Mhm.
garments and softish was the mercerized
Yeah.
cotton, and it seemed like their like cotton bamboo blends were pretty nice too, and they had one that was like a natural cotton.
Hmm.
um it was nice in the tan color. I bought it in the dark blue. The dark blue wasn't as soft, so I think it'll vary by the color.
Okay.
And then I know Bag O'Day did that bag that she recently released, and that she used I think noble cotton from Icy Yarns, and that's a 4, so that might be
Yeah.
good for you, especially like if you're doing a big enough order. The only thing is, I think they may charge you duty, like duty fees,
Yeah. Sometimes duty can be a lot.
because I think Gary from Urban Yarns was saying that.
Yeah. Sometimes I got when I got the big box from Mishi, I got duty on that box. But it depends, eh? It depends on what's going. If they think they can make some money off you, they will.
Yeah, yeah, but I got some of their. They have like these mixed lot bags and
Yeah.
ICRs on their site. As long as you know, like if you can see, it doesn't usually list in their description what's in the mixed lot bag. But if you can zoom into the picture, like it'll say like if it's acrylic or wool or
Yeah.
cotton. But if
Yeah.
you can zoom in and look at the label,
Yeah.
and then see what type of cotton it is, you can always grab the name and then go look
Yeah.
at the details for those specific balls.
Yeah.
But I got one bag of mixed lots. I think it was 40 skeins. I am not kidding. It came out to less than $2 per like
I
skein
know.
when you like do all the math of like breaking it down. And this was counting the shipping. And their shipping is pricey. But it was like less than $20 or around $20 for like 40 skeins. And
Yeah.
they had, a pack of like 20 skeins for like $15 of the cotton.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the cotton I used for that golden top that I did that
Yeah.
I put on my channel.
It might be
Yeah.
worth it to but yeah. Yeah. It's kind of a medium kind of cotton I'm looking for. So I'm
Yeah.
looking for something that's like I love this cotton that's soft and that's nice for the kids, but not too expensive that we're like going into like Egyptian cotton. If I can get it for a good price and buy it in bulk, then that might be the way to go. But I
If it's $2 or $3
you
a
know,
skein, yeah.
it's because it's like $8 for 24/7 cotton in Canada.
Wow. Yeah.
It's
That's-
expensive here in Canada. It's getting worse all the time, but yeah, but it's all relevant, eh?
Yeah, yeah, and then of course it's more expensive to buy the cotton in the summer.
What is going on with Michael? Let's see what's happening here.
He's working on the
You're
video.
at 46, almost 47, and you got to find something to laugh at. Okay. Can't wait, Michael. It's going to be epic. What's going on?
His dementia pattern.
Editing the dementia pattern. That's very special to me, Michael. My mom has dementia. She's 95. I was visiting with her on Sunday. I go see her every Sunday, and she was not feeling well. That reminds me, I got to text my sisters. Yeah, yeah. So dementia is very special to me. It's also very special to me because I suffer from a brain injury and I actually have to take uh, dementia medication. So there's that too. But yeah, I can't wait to see that. It's going to be nice. Um, I saw the triangle ones, the diamond ones. Is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Argyle. So it's like a lighter purple and then it has a darker purple on top and then it has, I believe, woven in to where it does the lines within
Yeah,
the diamonds.
yeah,
And then Mike, I hope you don't mind that I'm like saying it. I mean, you showed it, right? Let me see if he's okay with me describing it a bit more before I continue to say the things. Um, yeah, we'll see what he replies back with.
yeah.
Okay, he says that's fine.
Okay.
So what he ended up doing was the woven in parts start sort of like fading away. It's not consistent throughout the whole piece of fabric, and this
Yeah.
the diamonds. And he's like, that's a representation of the loss of the memory, but also that it's not like a complete like consistent loss
It's
like
the loss of the
of
person.
diamonds. It's like bursts because that's exactly how it happens within your memory.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah.
it's loss of the person.
Yeah.
Person disappears before your eyes over years.
Yeah.
Over time, the person slowly disappears. And
Well,
yeah, it's
it's a close concern for me as well. I have a close friend of mine who's a dance sister of mine, and we used to dance together in the dance troupe. She doesn't have dementia, but she has Alzheimer's. She has
yeah,
early onset Alzheimer's.
yeah. Alzheimer's is a form of dementia.
Yeah, so I've actually gone to the last 2 years to our dance camp, which we've gone to dance camp many years. It's done by this like beautiful and wonderful anybody that knows anything about Middle Eastern dance within the US within the dance community knows Cassandra, and she's like the main person who teaches at the camp.
Uh-huh.
And this is something because I was dancing with the troupe since 2003.
Yeah,
So this is a so the troop is a longtime friend, and pretty much because I no longer live in Florida, I no longer dance with the troop, and also just because of the health issues too, it just flares up my pain so bad and just the fatigue. I can't
yeah,
really
yeah.
handle the performance. And so I went last year and I went the year before because she really wanted to go, and she was like, "Will you room with me and also be my caretaker?"
Uh-huh.
So I've done that for the last 2 years in a row. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if I'm doing it this year or not. I haven't been able to. I haven't had a chance to reach out to her,
yeah.
see how, or her husband to see how she's doing. But yeah. So between her having that, and also between my mom having brain cancer,
Yeah. So you
um,
went through it all, like we said, we talked
yeah,
about before. You've been through it.
yeah, and it was
You know
just
what
a
it's
really
like.
unfortunately really quick progression with she had like a glioblastoma stage 4.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, it was like, oh, this is what you have. It was March. Have the surgery
Boom.
right away in less than
Yeah.
a week, and then she passed in December. Right.
That's what happened to my friend during COVID. She was young. She was like younger than me, and she smoked and she got lung cancer and she died within a month.
Wow.
It was used to be me and her. We'd be out. We
Yeah.
were the two smokers, and we'd be out smoking. I haven't smoked since.
Well, I'm glad you quit. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry for your
yeah. I
loss
haven't
of
smoked
with your
since. I
friend,
did
for your
that for her.
the loss of your friend. But yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, for sure.
So Shirley was. I don't know if you saw Shirley's a message.
I need to work on my current whip so I can make patterns coming out. Very nice, Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley says she's looking forward to the dementia pattern. My mother-in-law had dementia before she passed. My late husband has a similar issue before he passed, because of the cancer reaching his brain. Yeah, forget.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have a brain injury that causes memory loss, and I have what's called aphasia, which is a language disorder caused by brain problems. With I was in a coma, and we think that during that time, that was the time it attacked my language area of my brain, because I couldn't talk for a while. I couldn't talk at all.
Yeah. That was our fear after my mom's surgery was her loss of.
Yeah, my daughter's very. I mean,
Body.
she was young too when this happened. She was 21. It was terrible, but we consider ourselves very fortunate that I am where I'm at.
Yeah, you're doing really good.
Yeah, I am. I'm doing
I have
really
a
good.
friend who had a stroke.
Yeah,
Luckily he was able to recuperate, but
yeah,
I've seen it firsthand. Like I went there when he was pretty much right out of ICU
yeah,
and was unable to walk and move, and yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's been 7 years now, so
Yeah. Yeah, but I
I
mean still
came
you
out
put
of it,
in the
and
work.
then I worked for a while, and now it seems to be getting progressively worse.
Yeah,
But
but I mean you put in
I'm
the
here.
yeah, you put in the exercises, you put in
Yeah,
the speech exercises, you put in the physical therapy. People that haven't lived it don't know what it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
But
Exactly,
you're
all
doing
of
really
that. How did I quit smoking, Shirley? I used a patch, I used the gum, and I used the lozenges. I used all of them at the same time.
yeah, like all of them.
Yeah, I used the patch for however long, and then when I'd have cravings, I'd chew the gum, or I'd take a lozenge when I had cravings. And once you get through the first couple weeks, it's not so bad. You have to just really be make the decision that you're not going to smoke. And for me, it was like I said, my friend had just passed away. It was something that I had decided I was doing for her, and that was it, and that was all. I had spoken to her about it before she passed, so I had a strong mental desire to quit. You quit too, Michael? Your dad quit before you were born. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very common.
I think I logged in with the wrong account, but that's okay.
Oh yeah,
I mean, when I logged into StreamYard, I mean, it gets confusing whether it's like one Gmail account or the other, and then I use the Gmail account with Jack pictured for email for the YouTube channel, and then my
I'm
brain.
the same. I have the same. I have two of me, and then I have a few ulterior individuals that live in my live in my YouTube environment.
And then with my brain doing the things it's been doing lately, that doesn't help either. So what happened to me today, right? I decided, because I always go in the afternoon to walk the dog, and then later at night,
Yeah,
and so I tell him, he's so smart. He's such a smart dog. I'm so blessed with him. So I tell him, I'm like, okay, Jupiter, let's go for a walk. okay. And he was like, yeah. And he's like all like gun ho,
Yeah.
right? I grabbed the little thing that I have for the, that have the little baggies in there to pick up his
Yeah.
poop, which I have a carabiner on there. So I hook it onto myself, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just ready to go out the door. And then I look at him and he kind of looks at me and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot the dog. I forgot to put the leash on him. I forgot to grab him. And I'm like, wow.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's
well, that's a new
funny.
one. I go to walk the dog and I forget the dog.
I've had a dog my whole life. Um, that was one of the unfortunate um, losses I had with my coma. I had to give my puppy up. He was a senior. Someone lovely adopted him from me for his last couple years. So no, it was sad, but you
Yeah,
know,
I know.
I have to
A
take
lot
care
of
of
work.
myself. But yeah,
I wasn't sure that I'd be able to
it's good.
handle
Probably good
that.
for you to get all to exercise and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, but I was like, I can't handle a puppy. So I hosted quite a few dogs from the rescue, and they were just not it, and they were not good matches. And I'm like, no, no. And then I, picked him up that weekend, and it was like, wow, it was like we were meant to be. He doesn't pull.
Yeah,
He is like a pleasure to walk. I can tell him wait, and he'll wait for me. Like, and if I slow down, he's very in tuned, and like
were you a puppy? Was he a puppy when you got him?
5 years old.
Wow. So he was well trained before you got him.
I guess. Well,
Yeah.
somewhat well trained because since he's a Great Pyrenees mix, he sort of does whatever he wants. He's like way too smart for his own good. So I haven't been able to train him to sit, even though, I trained my other two dogs, so I know it's not me that's broken, right? And he like looks at me and he's like, well, why do you want me to sit? I'm not going to sit right now. But yet I have it to it because I have all my yarn in the den.
Yeah.
The den, and it's like it's attached to the main house, and it's the size of a 2-car garage. But I keep it without AC or without heat, and it's unfinished concrete floors. I think the previous owner used to do pottery.
Okay.
They used to have their like pottery studio in there in clay, but then next to the house I have like a detached 2-car garage.
Hmm.
Um, I have him trained where he should not pass that threshold into the den. Like he will stop right there and wait
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Unless, he has a leash, and unless I tell him, okay, we're going to the car because that's my main entrance in and out,
Right.
then he'll cross through.
Yeah.
Get him to sit, he won't sit. And he's not food motivated. But he knows that.
Okay.
He knows if I'm
He
not feeling
knows.
well.
He knows what's what.
Yeah, or I have a migraine, he'll come in, he'll check on me. He won't wake me up early if he sees that I'm not doing well.
Yeah, my dog never did that either. Never woke me up.
Yeah.
Or my cats. My cats never did that either. Hello, Sherry. How are you doing, love? Good to have you. So, what are you working on now? I know you just finished your pattern. Your I don't know what I would call that. What do you call it?
I don't know. So I'm thinking that maybe that it needs like a name, right? I feel like that garment
Yeah.
has no name because I was looking through the internet for a name for it, and I'm like, well, there really isn't a name. And then when I looked up a stole, it looks like a stole or those graduation things. So I was like, this reminds me of when you have a sweater and you don't feel like putting on the sweater the full way and you just throw it
Yeah.
all over your shoulders. And I'm like, I think it should be called the sweater wrap or a sweater stole.
Yeah.
And these are sort of the two names that she kind of uses in the book because I had seen that type of garment in Bonnie Bay's crochet in her Celtic contemporary crochet
Oh,
book, which was
okay.
books that we use for our crochet book month of the club for May.
Okay.
Um, and but I think Shirley, I agree with you, like a stole. But I feel like a stole people are expecting like a smaller wrap, like they're not
Yeah.
expecting like a back flap.
Yeah.
Cover your back.
Well,
So
a stole can cover your back because there's some that are more like a shawl, but it's covers your back, but it's more like
it does okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about my grandmother. My grandmother wore a lot of stoles. She
So
was a
apparently this is
very
I.
refined woman and
Mhm.
wore fur and things like this.
So
And yeah, so it would go down to, beyond the middle of her back.
okay, so she said so because we had like Bonnie came on for our crochet club and there was like an interview and she talked about the book, which was really cool, and she mentioned that she saw that type of garment when she was visiting Ireland.
Yes.
I love it, Shirley. Shirley's like it's the Nessa wrap. So I thought a good name for
Exactly.
it would be um the wildflower Tunisian sweater wrap or maybe sweater stole. Um, because the thing was, I was like, well, now that I got the shape down, you know, like you could change all different type of matter of stitches in there. Like I've seen it,
Yeah.
like she has it in the book with cables, and that's lovely. But I'm like, there's a bunch of other Tunisian stitches that I could do. I mean, that I was even thinking of when I was making that would look lovely. And I think if it wasn't a striped color yarn, like self striping like that one was with short runs, I think if it was a solid color one, it would look even nicer.
Hmm.
Or if it even had Tunisian cables, possibly. Or if it, if it was a solid color, then I can make it the way I wanted it and, start it lengthwise where it's a full 61 inches on your cord. You do a few rows of that and then, you bind off the edges and then continue on the center and then all your stitches are going all in the same direction. Because part of
Right.
what bothered me with this one was that I had to seam and then my stitches from the long part are going in a different direction from my
Yeah.
back panel. But I
Yeah.
was like, I rather have the colors looking well because the way the color was pulling, I was not happy with in my
Okay.
original, what I started on Friday night.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we learn as we do things, eh?
yeah, so I'm like, maybe this
Yeah.
is just me being very meticulous, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's how I am
So,
sometimes.
what are you working on besides that one? What are you working on now?
Let me see. Sherry says she's seen these things where they have full sleeves just about 8 inches wide across the back. Yeah, I think that would drive me nuts too. Um, oh, that's a great idea. Well, but it doesn't wrap around. Michael is saying I should call it the Infinity Stole.
Huh. That's
See,
cool.
but I would think like because I think like Infinity Scarf, I would think like Infinity Stole, then the front part would connect. But
Yeah.
then how would you? I mean, it could work connecting because then what I did was when I was taking pictures of it, I was like, how would this look if I put the back flap? And I sent you that picture of that, I believe, Shannon, where I put the back flap in the front.
Mm.
And then I grabbed the long parts and I wrapped it in the front around my neck. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this would be perfect for
It
very,
looks
very
really
cool
nice like
weather.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I could see totally how if I connected that longer edge, that could just be something you wrap around.
Yeah.
And then you have this like flap for either your back or your front for
Yeah.
when you're really cold and you don't feel like putting on a sweater.
Yeah.
Um, well, I started that dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
I'm still working on Day Crochet's pattern, which is the
Oh God, me too.
Captain Facade with that really pretty yarn.
Me too.
But I haven't started her shawl along yet. I have to start
Okay.
that too. This is the one with the pineapples that she did.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's really pretty. But that one, like, it takes a lot of concentration. So for something like this, I can't I can't do it. I have to be looking at the video, stop it, look at the video for the next row.
Yeah, it's like a shawl. That's what's the
It's like
problem
the
with
shawl
me.
along, which is why I haven't started the shawl along either.
That's why I've stalled on it because you have to just look at the video and do it. Like that's all you can do.
Yeah, yeah, I can't watch other TV. I can't work.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I finished the reading shawl. I don't know if you saw that one. It was the green one, the Ophelia Talks pattern.
Oh no.
That's like a
You
half.
have it around?
Yeah, I do.
Let's see it.
Oh, 1 second.
Yep. While she's on her little visit there, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. If you haven't done that, that would be awesome. I appreciate that. Oh, she's taken right off. Left me here all alone.
Oh, here.
Hi, Moonrose Crafts. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have lovely Nessa in today visiting. There she is.
I was like, it didn't pop up the icon. Hi, Moonrose. Then Sherry says she likes the shawlettes, not as time consuming as a full scarf. Yeah. Can be used as an accessory, dressed up or dressed down.
Yeah, I
Or
like
you would
making
wear it as a
a
scarf.
like the shawls that have the V in the front, like you like look like the one you made. It looked like that, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
I
send
like
my
making.
friend who I shipped the package to. I'll
Yeah,
send her the pictures later because I'll
yeah,
be like, "Hey, this is kind of how you wear this," because she might get it and she might not know.
yeah.
It's not
Absolutely.
it's not like a typical, shawl. Like, okay, you send somebody a triangle, they know what to do with it. Most people,
Yeah.
at least most other crocheters. Um, this is it.
Oh yes, I saw that. That's gorgeous.
It came
Oh,
out really
beautiful.
pretty, and it was a lot of fun to make. I made it smaller
Yeah,
than she had in hers, but I also believe that she's probably taller
yeah.
and probably a bigger frame than I am.
What kind of yarn did you use for that?
This is the Joann's Big Twist Party yarn,
Oh, okay.
colorway succulent.
Pretty. I really like the color.
Yeah, it's really pretty. This is the
Yeah.
succulent one. They have the bubble tea that was like a brighter green with purple.
Okay.
They have really pretty blues. They have a lot less of the colors than they did than the end of last year.
Okay.
I don't know what
We
they're.
don't have Joanne in Canada.
Yeah, I don't
We
know.
only have Michaels and Dollarama. We can get some yarn there, and Walmart if you're lucky.
Yeah.
That's
Well, yeah,
about it.
Sherry, this is definitely bigger than a shot. This is definitely a full size.
Yeah, that's a.
She calls it the Agatha Christie reading shawl.
It's
So the nice thing
beautiful.
is it doesn't fall off you when you put it on. So it just
Yeah.
kind of stays on your shoulders because of the shape. I think this is another one I think would be really nice with other different stitches, but the way she did it's easy to follow and you don't have to do a bunch of counting.
You have the. Do you have a? I want to call it a prescription. That's my health background.
The B pattern,
Yeah.
she has a video. It's a free.
Oh, okay.
So Ophelia Talks is a she's actually a pretty big channel.
Yeah, yeah, I know her channel. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's based out of the UK.
Hmm.
So she does these blanket crochet alongs and then she mentions that with each blanket
Oh,
she
okay.
releases a garment.
Yeah, I think it's time for me to make my mom another shawl. I made her one last summer, and I made her one in the fall, which seemed to have disappeared.
So yeah, this is the one that went with the Greenway blanket. Um and it's just very pretty. Like I find like her
Yeah, it's
designs are
very
really
pretty. I
pretty.
really like it.
I want to do her hexagon cardigan, and I want to do the recent pattern that she released, the Venetian cardigan.
Okay.
It looks really nice. It's like a cotton acrylic, like very fine looking sweater with long sleeves and kind of like a few holes. So it seems like it's for like warmer weather.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I made my mom a summer shawl. I made it out of bamboo, out of true boo, so that it would be light, but it would be something that she could wear to keep herself warm if there was a little breeze, you know. Because when you're
Yeah,
95, you're very susceptible to cold weather, even when it's 25 degrees, which is about 80.
yeah. I'm cold all the time.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I'm making her a blue cat. That's what she's asked for. So she's getting a
okay,
blue
that's it.
cat.
Yeah. Yeah, but this one I like because it kind of stays on you, and then I only made it to where it's right around a little bit after my waist, and
Yeah.
not much longer. I believe she made it to where you had 20 or 30 centimeters past your like full wingspan,
Yeah.
and
Where did you do that? She must have been tall. She must have been tall.
she has to be tall. Because I'm like I'm 5'2". I'm like there's no way.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
put something like that, it's gonna reach like past my knees.
Yeah, I'm 5'2". I'm 5 feet 2.
And that's happened to me before, right? I was making a cardigan and I didn't know about gauge,
Yeah.
And it happens with this one pattern designer when I make her stuff from Make and Do Crew, Jessica.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just, I know I stitch loose. I'm a stitch way looser than she does
Yeah.
because that literally that sweater is right above my knees. It's like a
Yeah.
dress.
That's the main reason why I don't wear shawls. Is because I'm 5 feet tall and I'm a little hefty, so I look ridiculous in it. It's just too big. So I like to make, like I said, the little
Yeah,
front
shallots.
ones where you just wrap them around. I have one that's rainbow sparkle, and
Ooh.
I
Oh
have
yeah,
the
you
other
know,
one
it's really pretty.
that I made in a gradient of different yellows and pinks because I pink's my favorite color.
Yeah. Well,
But
Michael's saying that that big twist party yarn, it's almost gone now that it's on clearance.
yeah, oh, it's on clearance. Yeah,
I saw them drop the price some more, and I was able to get the Canyon colorway. I just got it today in the
yeah.
mail.
Do we have an Aldi's? Sometimes you can get yarn at Aldi's. I don't know if we have Aldi's. Maybe Sarah would know that. Sarah, are you still here? Do you know if we have Aldi's? I don't go out a lot. That's not true. I go out every week. I go out
Yeah,
Tuesday night
you
with my
do go out a lot. I don't
friends.
go out that
I
much.
go out every Tuesday night with my friends. I go to my daughter's house once a week. I go visit my mom once a week. I just in terms of heading to the mall to go shopping, that doesn't happen much anymore. True Blue is so nice. Yes, I'm using it
Yeah,
in my. I'm using True Blue and Mia mercerized cotton for my um, Bag a Day shawl. See, it comes out. It's just a little slow. No, we don't have those, Sarah. Okay. See, Sarah would know. Sarah's a shopper. She knows. She knows if there's something around or not. Oh yeah, welcome, welcome, Rose. Good to have you here.
oh,
We're
hi,
talking with
hello.
Nisa today. Nisi. I like it. It's because I learned both of your names in the same week, and now
Well,
they're both stuck in my head at the same time. So I'm trying to say Nessa, and it's coming out as Nisi.
we really tripped people up when we did when it was Springs live and also Don Aaron's live, and
Yeah,
both Nisi and myself were on the pattern. Were on the panel, and I'm
yeah,
like, "Yep, we're totally gonna mix up people's brains now."
yeah. I missed that. I was sleeping that night. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I never was expecting to do so many because I know for you were the one that asked me first, and that was even before the shout out from Bago de Crochet, and then
Hmm.
I was like,
Yeah, because I usually
"Okay,
invite
up to
people
the other ones."
on that are in the beginning of process of their channels, so that I can help, you know, get people to know them, and then they can get subscribers and stuff like that. But that's or or they're like a friend of mine, and I want to have them on to
Yeah.
chat with them, or I want to get to know them better. Like Don Yarndoll, I've been hanging out at Don Yarndall's since I first joined the crochet community because I've been in the art community for many years. And then I learned how to crochet. So then I thought, oh, I'm going to join the crochet community because I more and more I was doing crochet on my channel. So that's when I met Dawn Yarndoll, and I started hanging out at her place. What the heck was I saying? Why was I going down that path?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, squirrel. What? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you asked me what the things I was working on.
People that I have on my live. I
Oh,
had
okay.
her on because I wanted to talk to her one on one. I wanted to get to know her better, rather than just going to her lives and that sort of stuff. So we did that, and we enjoyed each other's company. We had a good chit chat, and that was fun. And I did that with Mishi too, and Mara.
Oh, okay. I don't think I saw the one with Michi.
Yeah, and I've done. Joseph was here,
Maybe I fell asleep.
and who else? I have Mama Wench, Marianne coming up next week.
Oh, nice.
That should be fun. Someone said, "Oh, I would love to see you and her up there together," and I thought, "Oh, that does sound fun." I said, "That sounds good to me." So yeah, I had invited her too a long time ago.
Nice. So, Darn Yarndall was saying this is a wonderful way to get to know creators, and that like to you, to
Yeah,
Shannon, that she enjoys that you do this.
yeah.
I,
Thank
I
you. No,
agree. It's really nice. Yeah.
I like it. I like it because just me here doing a live. I don't think I could. I mean, I can do it for a night or two. Just like we're gonna have the Canada Day party. I'll be just me. Maybe I'll invite some people up, but I'm kind of a quiet person. So I thought if I bring people up, that'll be fun for people. People can get to know people, and people with you know new channels can people can get to know them as well. And yeah, so it seems to be people seem to like it, and I like it. And so I'll just stay for a while. There's always new people coming in, so there'll
Yeah.
always be people to hang out with and chit chat with and find out about.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah,
Um, the I know when I've tried, I haven't done many lives like on my own. I've done a few, but they're usually very late at night. And
yeah, I
then
enjoy those.
huh?
I enjoy your late night lives
Oh, thanks.
because I'm usually up in the middle of the night.
And then when I do them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, do I have enough to say? Do I not have enough to say? And then the next thing I know, like an hour or two has passed, or it's 3 or 4 hours later, and I'm like, holy cow, I guess I did have enough to say.
You're a chitty chatter though. You're a chatty girl, so
Yeah.
you're
Well, it's
fun.
especially good if Michael's on there because then we just go back and forth, like in
Yeah.
Tunique and crochet. And that's actually how I met him initially. He had joined my late night lives,
All
and it
right.
was before his shout outs.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah. I
was
know Michael for a while too.
yeah, he says he loved he loves the night lives. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I love them too. They're fun.
Yeah, I stopped him for a bit, because they had like changed my sleeping
Yeah.
prescription, sleeping med prescription, and it was working. And now,
Oh, that's good.
and then it's like not working again. So now the
It's all
insomnia.
the people with chronic pain up in the middle of the
Yeah.
night. That's what it is. Cause you call it the chronic pain light night live. Where are we younguns? Yeah, that's why I got up today at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
up under this
that's a good
blanket
thing.
last night.
I miss being able to sleep in late like that. My back doesn't let me anymore.
Oh, way. Oh,
Yeah, I can't do more than 6 or 7 hours laid down. And actually, it's more comfortable when I fall asleep on my sofa. This is like my little
yeah.
nest area.
Okay.
Um, so I get better sleep when it's my nap during the day
Yeah.
than I do at night. Even though the new mattress I have is wonderful, so that's helped a lot.
I tend to be on a 2 day schedule. So I'm like awake for 2 days and then I sleep for 2 days. And it makes my daughter really nervous
Yeah.
because before I ended up in the hospital, that's what happened is I was MIA. I wasn't talking, I wasn't communicating, she didn't hear from
Well,
me.
yeah, because you're asleep for
Yeah,
that
because I
long, but
was
then they
not
should
able to
have some
talk.
company. Yeah.
I wasn't able to talk at all. So when I go to sleep for 2 days, it makes her very nervous, which I understand. She
Yeah,
has probably more trauma from the event than I do. In fact, she does. I know she has more trauma from the event than I do.
but when you're asleep like that, it's really like you can't, like you're asleep.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't hear anything. You can't respond. You can't say
Yeah.
anything.
It's good
So,
though. I feel so much better when I wake up from a 2 day sleep. I'm like, ah, I feel good. I'm in a good mood now. So I don't know. I had problems with my sleep schedule my whole life, but
yeah, but I like for me, like some of my close friends, they know. They're like,
yeah,
okay, if it's somewhat in the afternoon, or like I'll try to tell them like if I have like advance warning,
yeah,
like I told you this afternoon, I'm like, okay, I'm taking my nap. I'm not sure when I'll wake
yeah,
up. But if I
exactly.
wake up and make it for tonight,
Yeah,
then
and I can't. That's what I do. I try and have an app in the like late afternoon, and then Sarah's calling me 2 hours later. It's time to get up. You can't sleep all day, and I'm like, oh, I just want to sleep, and then I'll sleep all night, and then I wake up and I feel fantastic.
oh, you see, yeah, no,
But
I wake up, I don't feel fantastic,
yeah,
unfortunately. Yeah.
so
So.
yeah, see, Sarah's yes, very nervous.
Yeah. It varies. I'll either wake up and I'll be in more pain because my back is like,
Jerry's saying if you haven't subscribed to Joanne from Too Curious to Crochet, please go do so.
ooh, I know I haven't, so I'll have to come back to.
Less than 20 away from her 1K.
Yeah. Yeah.
Micah said he doesn't sleep more than 4 hours at a time. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine are 4 to 6. If it's really, really, if I timed it right with when I take my pain medication at late at night, then I can maybe get in a whole, 8, maybe 9
Yeah.
hours, and then it'll vary. If that's why I told you, I was like, well, I was able to walk today, so it's a good day.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like I take pain medication, like long acting pain medication, so it's always in my system. So I'm not going up and down in pain anymore. I do still sometimes, of course, have flares where
Yeah.
pain gets really bad. I have extra medication for that, but for the most part,
I'm being stubborn, and I don't take my daytime dose. That makes sense. So I'll like wake up in the morning. Like I take my dose late at night so that it covers me enough because my
yeah,
worst hours are through the night and early morning,
yeah,
which is why a lot of times I have issues sleeping. And then
me too.
I have a prescription for if I need to take it during the day to take it, but it's
Yeah,
really strong on my stomach and system or whatever. You probably use it a lot in Canada because it's used a lot internationally, which is the Voltaren.
yeah.
What? It's not.
Voltaren.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not something you really want to take all the time if you
I
don't have.
have. I take a bunch of medication for arthritis.
Yeah.
I have the cream kind. I have the like the Voltaren, like yeah, the oral. But I also take an immunosuppressant medication to turn off my immune system because the kind of arthritis I have is an autoimmune
Yeah.
arthritis. So yeah, and then we have pain meds, so it's all covered. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. So they're like, you should take that daytime med, but I try to see if I can handle the day without it. If
Not a
it's
good
a bad
plan.
day, if it's a really bad day, then I take it. Well, and then the previous doctor I was going to, she's like, yeah, she's like, if you don't need to, then don't take it, and
No,
don't take that
I'm
one.
experienced. I've had chronic pain my whole life. It's better to keep your system managed than go up and down with needing pain meds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's my nursing expertise as well. That's my
Well,
RN.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna ask because honestly, like that's exactly why I switched from that doctor. She was being very
Yeah.
dismissive and thinking I wasn't. That's a whole other long personal story, but yeah, very frustrating.
Oh, Misha's making some dinner and trying to graph a pattern. Very nice, Misha.
Nice,
What are you making me for dinner?
right?
I need dinner after I'm done here. I have to eat dinner.
I do too. I didn't plan that ahead.
Posted their link during Mishi's live and Dawn's to that live today. She needs 6 more to reach 1K. Oh, that's awesome. There's another YouTuber that I would like to share with you guys. I'm just looking here because I have her on my I chat with her a lot. She's new, but she's very good. Bountiful Crochet, yes. Bountiful Crochet Creations.
I don't think I've seen that
Whoops.
channel.
She's a really nice lady, and
Interesting.
she's just started YouTube, and she's really good. Like she's gonna have a great channel because she really knows what she's doing. Yeah.
That sounds really yummy, Michi. I want some, please.
What did she say she was making? Schnitzel,
Spätzle,
spatzel.
spätzle with beef tips with brown gravy and cauliflower.
That does sound good.
Unless my accent is
I have some cauliflower, I have some broccoli, I have some rice. I think I'll do that and buy some chicken, and boom, there you go. Or maybe some shrimp. I'm always anybody who comes to my lives knows I'm always talking about shrimp to eat. I don't know. I'm obsessed with shrimp.
oh this
You were
one.
996.
Who's the person that needs
What's her name again?
I don't know. Too
Uh,
crochet curious with Joanne, I think.
Crochet Curious. Yeah, two Crochet Curious.
She's
Two.
998. She just needs a few more people.
Let me see here. I don't think I'm. If I leave though, I'm gonna leave, and that won't be good.
Right? I know. I think yeah. I don't know if part of the reason that I couldn't stream it on my channel was because I logged in with that wrong channel. But now I'm like, well, I can't fix it because that would mess up.
Yeah, my thing is giving me a hard time here. Okay, there we go.
That would mess up where I'm
Oh,
at. Like mess up this live.
exactly. There. She has a giveaway. 15 going right now. Number 59 going right now.
We may have, let's see, somebody already subscribed to her too after me. Maybe we got her at 1,000. Nope, 998.
Yeah.
And we lost Shannon.
Where am I?
I don't know. Did you accidentally turn off your camera?
I'm lost. One moment. I will come back.
It's okay. We still hear you. Just don't fall. Take as
Oh,
long as you need. Just don't fall.
there we are.
My dad told me yesterday when I called him for Father's Day that apparently
Yeah.
he had taken a fall and he didn't want to tell me that he had fallen.
Mm.
He said he was okay.
That
And
would be me. That would be me. That's what I would do. And then I get in shit. Oops, I get
yeah,
in heck for
I
it.
get so upset. And I'm like, well, at least tell me. Like, if I need to get down there, I'd rather know.
We don't want to admit to these things.
Yeah, I know. I don't tell him either.
Stubborn. Exactly. Stubborn. 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 Stubborn.
Did you find it?
I couldn't. I couldn't.
Okay. You
I
can always come back and watch your replay.
I'm gonna do it
Click on
afterwards.
the link.
I will go and join her when I'm finished. What's it? It's crochet. Oh,
You know what? I can send you the link on your Facebook.
okay,
Ah,
great.
then you
Sherry,
there.
Sherry, Sherry, can you do me a favor? Can you put the link in for
It's
uh
too crochet curious.
yeah, no, yeah, okay, that's good.
Unless
Um
you're talking about somebody else, because
yeah,
Michi's.
I'm talking about somebody else,
Oh,
but
okay.
Crochet Curious, the link's been put in, right? And Bountiful Crochet Creations. Can you Sherry, can you put her link in the chat for us? I'm starting to get tired.
That's cute. She has like a crochet banana.
Yeah, that's what happens. The two crochet already subbed to Joanne.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
already up to
Joanne,
that one
how
too.
you doing? I will subscribe to her right now. You just sent me the link. I will go and do it right now. Maybe I'll be the third in person. I think I'm already subscribed to her. No, I'm not. Two crochet curious, Joanne.
There we go. So which one is
Uh,
Joanne?
oh, I'm the 1,000th subscriber.
Yay!
Yay me! Didn't turn yet,
You know,
but it
I've
was
been on
nine
the
ninety nine when I went out.
I've been on the receiving end of when somebody's like, "Okay, come on, let's get them to 1,000."
Yeah,
Never been the one that's like pushing it, so that was kind of fun.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. There we go. You'll be. Yeah, I'm 1,000. I was the 1,001, Sherry. Woohoo! Thank you, Sherry.
I don't know if it'll do something.
That's D.
Nope.
No, that's T. Crochet, Bountiful Crochet Creations. Her name is T. And she's lovely. She's just a wonderful, wonderful person. And she does a really good job on her channel. I think you guys will enjoy her.
Nice.
She's a little shy though. She doesn't want to come up on the big screen with me yet. So
I was pretty nervous about this one, but after having, like initially when you told me, for it to be in July, but after, going on there with Don Aaron and then also Spring and everyone, I was like, oh, sure, I can do this. Not a
she's an
problem.
expert now. That's what happened with me when I came back to YouTube. There was no lives when I left YouTube in the art community. There were no lives back then. And then I came back and everybody's doing these lives. I'm like, ooh, I didn't do lives for a couple months.
Yeah, I don't think an expert per se, but at least I feel a lot more comfortable because those first two, at least the first one, I was having like temperature and hot flashes. And that was the same with with Bag Day Crochet with calling me out, and I was just like with the shout out, and I was just like, oh my gosh, what is up with my temperature?
Yeah. That's great, Sherry. You can let her know. We all pitched in at my live and helped her out. Let's be honest. Isn't everyone in this community wonderful? Absolutely. Everybody in the community is wonderful. Hey, there's a wonderful person right there. How are you doing, Tammy? Good to see you. One thing I have to start doing is putting a piece of paper with the size of the hook and the stitch on my whips, because I'm at the phase where I'm tending to forget what stitch I am, and then I have to go and look and hunt for the stitch, and it's like, oh my god, this is so annoying.
Yeah, because you're not always using a pattern too. Because what I use, I have two different apps that I use for crochet. I have my
Yeah,
tablet here, so I figured I can show you.
yeah. Let me know about that. Let's all know about it.
I had downloaded Knit Companion, which I haven't used a lot. Um, but I did hear that Knit Companion has a thing where you can highlight, like if you're doing graphs or patterns.
Uh huh.
Um, so you can look at maybe you know, you can
Yeah.
look at the thing. Sorry, that was, I guess I zoomed it in really. Yeah, you can like highlight the lines, which is really convenient when you're doing graphs. But the one I use a lot is where'd it go? My row counter. And I don't
Yeah.
have iPhone. I use Android, but I think they also have it for iPhone. It's really cool because it's been leveling me up, which I'm not sure what that means. And all my rows, but these are a bunch of different patterns that I have in there, and then I label
I have
them.
a row counter on here. I don't even use it,
Yeah, you should use it.
and I have one in here too, like a real one.
Yeah, I use the real one. So, like, let's say, for example, let me go into one of these patterns. I was thinking I can go into maybe a Your Inspiration ones and get into less trouble there. Okay, Study a Determination blanket. So you can import the pattern, and I have the pattern here. You can also, like, when you do the import it from like Ravelry or the website URL, and you can put that in through there. You can close out your projects. You can put different folders for the projects. It has a timer, and then I have the row counter, and then you can add like one or two extra rows on the free version.
Yeah. This one
Um,
has it has a pattern here for me, a rabbit.
oh,
So
that's cute.
I might have already done that. Or like, I don't know. Either they're just hearing me think, you know how the internet does that. It hears what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm. But like for this one, the granny sampler
Yeah.
stitch pattern that I was doing, which was like a free pattern from Madame Stitch, I believe. Like if you go under this button, and it has all the different squares from all the different designers. So I import
Oh,
that into,
okay.
holds it in one place into the pattern.
Yeah.
And then I can go to the different squares. I can convert them over into PDF. So it'll take a screenshot of the web page so that
Wow.
it's static, so that it's not
Yeah.
going out to the web all the time. So I can use it offline. And I can also print from it if I need to, because a lot of times I'll print the patterns if I'm
Yeah.
testing it so that I can write on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, another suggestion some people do is they'll take a picture of the project with the hook so that you know what hook you're using.
It's a good idea, but I think it's better if I write it down and attach it to the thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I used to always use my phone and everything went into my phone, but then I forgot that it was on my phone.
yeah,
It starts getting more confusing with time.
yeah. But I definitely, I mean, you can always do both too. You can always write
Yeah.
that down, have your tag, have that written to that. But if you find it helpful, once you're doing patterns,
Yeah.
to have the pattern. And I found that it was too small on the phone.
Yeah.
And I got to where it was like too much paper. So my friend
Most
was like, "Why don't you use a tablet?" Yeah,
yeah, most of the time I use my tablet. I
yeah.
don't use my phone really for anything except texting.
I haven't noticed to see if it syncs. Like if my row counter knows, like what patterns I have on the tablet and what patterns I have, on the
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
I haven't checked that. But I do know that I've been able to import like my patterns from Ravelry. I've been able to, bring them in from Google Drive. A
Okay.
lot of times if the patterns in Ravelry, I'll try to make a project in there and then write my notes about the hook size and
Yeah.
notes, but I'm not always good about that. But I try to, and I'll try to
Yeah.
put like a picture of my finished project in there too,
Yeah.
and how
I've
long
been
it took.
wanting to do that in all my projects, take pictures of all my projects. And I do as I go along, but I tend to delete them after a time.
Oh, I keep them in on my Facebook. I have an album,
Oh, that's a good idea. That's
and I
what I
put them all in there. If you
Mishi
want,
says she takes Mishi says she takes selfies as she goes.
oh, nice. I take some. Like if it's a blanket, I don't take a selfie.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't work for all those, but for all the other stuff, I take those pictures. And then now that you're part of the Facebook group, my private one, I have like an album there for completed projects. You can use
Oh,
that,
okay.
and you can put your
Cool.
projects there and share them with the group too.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Um,
have my own Facebook group for that matter.
yeah, you see, there you go.
I have I have lots of albums. There's no reason why I can't make one for that.
Yeah, and I made a separate one for um circular knitting on my main Facebook page.
Yeah.
But within my private Facebook, oh, by the way, for those folks who don't know, I have a private Facebook page that's group that's associated with my channel. If
Yeah.
anybody wants a link to that, please send me an email. There is no like self promotion and all that, and I do allow sharing of other crafts and arts on Wednesdays. Um, and then within that group, I actually created an album to be able to share, like to put the Tunisian crochet projects. So those have their own
Nice.
highlighted saying, because I figured there's some people that are just learning it, right, and they might not know the difference between
Yeah.
regular crochet or Tunisian crochet.
Absolutely. Yeah. She takes a picture of her project with her hook selfie, just in case I can't write it or use my phone notes. Yeah. I think I'm gonna write him down because, and then see what's this is if I'm gonna get organized. I'm gonna buy 3 more of those baskets, and I'm gonna because I usually have about four projects going on at the same time, and I don't like to just do one blanket and then do another. I like to have 3 going at once, plus a stuffy sort of thing, maybe something else. So if I get like 3 more baskets, then I can put all my works in progress in the baskets, and then I'll put the little thing on them, and I get into the habit of doing that. I'll put them in a special place where they're all organized. I just pick one up, like you said, bring it over, work on it.
Mhm.
So that's the plan.
Yeah, I keep a notebook next to, like in my little like work tray table area,
Hmm.
and that's where I make notes of like if I designed or created something.
Yeah, yeah, I have that too.
I need to put this recent one in there. I have it right now on a sticky pad, but
I have on here my patterns that I make
oh,
up
good.
all in here. So I have those. Sometimes I like to just make things up as I go along too. especially hats.
Yeah.
Hats and scarves and cowls, those sorts of things. I like to just make them up as I go along. I'm a little more creative. It's fun.
It
Four
is.
is very managed, Shannon. I know, Tina. Four is very managed. Let me see. I think I have more than four right now. I have one, two, three, four blankets and a shirt that's been on hold for 4 months and bag of day shawl. Yeah, that's a lot, eh? No, it's not really four, but four would be nice.
Yeah. Well, I'm also testing this pattern. I had shown the square briefly, so this is like the blanket version of it. I started a different shawl, and I have like five or six other projects going.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
More, yeah. Some of them are in the closet, or they're in bags, or they're in totes. So they're kind of
Yeah.
not. They're
That's
not in
why
my
I,
immediate mind right now.
that's why I like the Timu totes because they're good size and they're open, so you can see, what's in there. Because if I
Mhm.
put them in a bag, they'll be out of my memory. I never even remember they were even existed. They have to be in a system where I can see them. That's why I think the tag, writing the thing on the tag, is the best way for me. That way I can see it.
Yeah, it's what works best for you. I mean, I've been thinking that
Right.
I probably need to do the same because I've been forgetting what I'm working on when and where and things like that. So I mean, sometimes when it's a pattern, I'll actually take the pattern and do the printout and put it in there, like I put it with the
Yeah,
project. So
yeah,
then I have a pattern print out the
yeah,
project, and sometimes the hook is in there or not. It's like hit or miss.
yeah.
I have some of the Tahitian crochet hooks in there, but other times it's happened where it's like, oh, I took the hook out, so then it takes me a while to figure out what hook I was using. Um,
Sherry,
Mimi was
Sherry,
asking.
my love. I love
Mimi
you,
was,
Sherry.
aw, Mimi was asking if she can join the Facebook group even though she doesn't crochet at any level. Yes, Mimi, you can still join. I have
Of
friends
course, Mimi.
of
Of course,
mine that
Mimi.
are part of my Facebook group that don't crochet.
Yeah, yeah. You feel free to join my Facebook group too. The link will come down. Ouch. Um, this thing is resting on my hip, which is hurting. Um, check what I found was $58 a hank. Oh my God, what was that, Tina?
What? I miss that. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Good night, Kelly.
Good night,
Sleep tight.
Desi. She probably left.
Good night, Moonrose.
Good night, Moonrose.
Don Yarndall. Sherry says she never puts hooks in her projects. That is why I use the diaper pins that I use to put hook letters on them. Then you never wonder about the hook size. Yes, exactly. They must have little tools for that, like little letters that you could, like I always put my stitch marker at the end. When I finish,
Yeah, I don't always do that.
I could put a little thing with a letter on it. Like I said, the pattern. Like this one's very simple. It's just half doubles and singles. But even then, I could forget which row I'm on. Memory is bad. Wow, what is okay? I want to find out what Tina's talking about. All this expensive yarn.
She's talking about a video that Crystal did today about silk seaweed yarn.
Oh yeah.
Really soft, yeah.
Oh
And
okay.
and,
She
and
found out it was $58 a hank.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Crystal bought it for less. I think Crystal said that she had bought it for 38, but
Still, $38 for a hank
it's
of
still a
yarn.
lot.
Yeah. No.
It looked beautiful, I'm sure, but yeah, that's out of my price range.
Beads with letters. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Tina. I'm thinking beads with letters. I think
Well,
somebody. I'm
or
thinking.
a number would work too,
I'm
because
sure somebody on Etsy or on Amazon or something has something like that. The
like
crochet
if you're
hook.
using a Tunisian crochet hook that's a 7 millimeter, you don't have a letter.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole other
Yeah,
wormhole.
but you'll
I
always
haven't
have a
even
number.
jumped down yet.
You'll
Yet.
you'll
I
always
will
have
be jumping down it, just not yet.
you'll always have a number though. You may not
Yeah,
always have a letter.
true.
But I don't know. I don't think you can find it with the, point whatever 5.5 millimeter, or
See, that's what happened to
or
me. That's
4.25.
what I said. Someone's got to have made these. That's crocheting. It has all those. But that's what happened to me earlier today. I picked up another blanket that I recently started, and I couldn't remember what stitch it was, and I was like,
I mean, can we have one?
single, double, single, two
Yeah.
singles, two doubles, or is it to a double and a triple?
Can we have one of our friends that does resin make little resin thing and put the little number inside or the little net letter inside? Like put a piece of paper with that has the number.
I will figure it out.
Yeah.
It's
Or
a,
like
there's a business idea in there. If I was more ambitious, I'd get
yeah.
that happening. But no, it's not gonna.
Well, you could probably at least make really pretty cards that we could put with our projects.
Yeah,
Like tags,
maybe.
like pretty tags
Yeah, I could
that
do
have
that.
different sizes, and then we just attach them. And
Yeah,
because it'd
and
be nice if I didn't have to write it.
yeah, I could just print them up.
Yeah.
I could do that, but I have to. I have my ink. I just have to get my
I know
printer working again.
The Rena's thread yarn. It came with this pretty tag. Sorry.
Yeah, see, that's what we need. I make beautiful cards. That's a good point. That's a good point, Tammy. I make cards.
This
Yeah,
one's
that's
project
what we need.
details, pattern length, hook size,
Exactly. That's
date
exactly
started,
what I need.
her instructions, and then on the back she actually put
Yeah,
the
see,
sticker with the label of the yarn that was used.
someone clearly has made some of these with little
And it came
things
with
that you
the
can
stitch
hook
marker.
on.
Yeah,
I have those. I have those too. Those little ball bulb pins. They're called.
I don't know. I think they're the little stitch markers that open that remind me of a safety pin
Yeah,
without
they're called bulb
dangers.
pins.
Okay, I didn't know what they were
You
called.
can
Yeah,
buy blank bead squares that you can write on them if you can write that small. I'm pretty sure someone's made them. Not into remaking the universe, but I would like to find it. I'm gonna go search later on the Etsy. I bet you I can find it on there. I bet you there's like all kinds of them on there.
yeah,
Full pins. Yeah, Allie, you're in the art community.
yeah, like a business card.
A business card and a hole. I can do that part. I can do the card. I can do the hole. I can make it pretty.
Yeah, you probably have a hole puncher.
I'll, I'll have fancy hole puncher. It does more than pull punch holes. It does a lot of
Probably
things.
even does hearts and stuff. Yeah.
It does. It does lots of fun things. I even have a thing that you put it. It has grommets, like grommets, and different color ones.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I can make that. Maybe I'll make that at my next live, my art live. I'll make those cards and I'll put the things in it. That's why I buy all these equipment, not just so they can sit there and Sarah can complain about it. She's like my, we're both single, so it's like we're like partners. That's what I'm gonna do. The little card. I'll punch holes, and I have the little beautiful different colored things. Oh, you know what? That's getting too complicated now, Shannon. I was thinking, I was thinking
You still
the colored things that I put in could match the color of my hook.
Yeah, but what if do you use any other different brand of hooks?
Exactly. No, I don't. But what if I use the same one, the
Oh,
same
for multiple
six
projects.
for this and six for that, and then it's the same color? That's not going to work out. Yeah, my soul sister.
Or
Yes,
if
you're my
you,
soul sister, Sarah Pratt. You're my soul sister.
yeah, or if you want to gift them to people, they might not have the same color hook. Like this one. This one is.
Tammy, you're on my side. Tara, says Sarah, Mom needs those toys. Sarah says yes.
Good.
I told her when I go to the seniors' home, just make sure I have my coloring book with some markers and some yarn and some crochet hooks. I'm really ready to go. So I have to find all we need now to find is little things with numbers on them.
Yeah, if you don't do the cards.
40 letters. Yeah, the cards I wouldn't need it then, would I? Mm,
Well, you still need it for the stitches
yes, that's true.
or the
Yeah,
pattern,
that's what I was thinking. The
unless you put that
stitches
somewhere else. Yeah, but then you got to remember.
might as well have the stitch, the number of the number of the hook or the letter of the hook, and and then just attach it to the thing here, like this. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do on my next live on Friday. I'm gonna design some, like 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 Tammy said, I make beautiful cards. I'm sure I could make some sort of cards to do this with. Terry says her mom has a brother and his daughter and her living there. My son has his girlfriend and two kids there. Okay. How many lines do we need on our cards? We need 3 lines. 3 lines. We need three lines.
Do you want me to send you a picture of that card?
Sure.
Okay, I can send you that later when we're done with the live if I remember. If I don't remember, please remind me.
Sounds good. You're asking me to remind you something. That's
Well,
hilarious.
both
Nessa.
of us, between both of us, one will remember.
Okay, it says Nessa and Shannon. Sherry is a hard-working Yarny friend, and she's been shouting out our friend Joanne to get her 1K, and she did. Yes, Tammy, I was the 1K. I might like to add, I was the 1K person that joined her on the. It was $9.99, and I clicked on, and I was the 1K. How exciting is that? I've never been the 1K before. I don't even know who my first subscriber is. I don't know who my 1,000 subscribers. I've actually gotten 1,000 subscribers twice
Oh,
because
good.
I had it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got balloons.
woohoo! Party time! This is gonna be perfect for Canada Day. Yes, I gotta
Oh,
remember
mine
to
isn't
do
doing it.
it for
Mine did
Canada
on my
Day.
Zoom call today, but it didn't do.
Woo! Woohoo! Yeah, it's gonna be good for Canada Day. We won't be able to get last till midnight, but we'll have fun. Yeah, you know what I'm looking forward to? I won a hook from Mishi. I've been trying to win a hook for months because the hooks are like $25 or something, right? And then
You know how pearls hooks
the
cost?
delivery to Canada is another third 25 $30, and then you have the exchange rate. So the hooks are like 75 $80 if you want to just order one from America.
Oh wow.
So it's just not happening for me. I'm not spending. My daughter was going to buy me one. She's like, I'm not spending $75 on a hook. I'm like, no, no, you're not spending $75 on a hook. So I've been trying to win them on me. I finally won one. I'm like so excited, and it's my favorite hook size. I was saying, here I am. I got these great hooks. I love them so much. My favorite hook is brown. Like I'm a color person. I like color. So I got a pink and blue, beautiful hook coming. Mimi won another hook last night. Oh, she's won more than one, eh? Okay, it's on its way.
I have
Oh,
to
yay! Thank you,
rainbow.
Mimi. Let me know the if there's a number or whatever, so I know when it's coming. So I don't. Sometimes they just put them outside the door and they don't tell me they're there, and they get picked up.
Yeah, I had mentioned to Michi a while back, like, hey, like to because I know when I had done items for giveaway for um her birthday thing, I
Yep.
think it was that she did. And then I sent out two of the packages to the people who had won, the
Yep.
items that I had
Yep.
contributed. And I always like when I make it in pirate ship the label, I'll put the
Yep.
person's email address so that they get the tracking information, but I will
Yeah.
also email them separately to let them know like, hey, this is your tracking information, like this is the
Yeah.
number, or if I can, at least this is the link.
Yeah.
Because there's so many spams out there where you get the spam
Yeah.
phishing message where it says you're getting a package.
Last time I got a package from her, it just
And it,
showed up automatically in my UPS. Now I don't know
well,
how
my
they're
thing
sending
is,
it this time.
there's so much phishing and spam out there that they're one of the tricks they use is they send these emails that are phishing emails that's saying that you have a package being
Yep.
sent and
Yeah.
it's not legit. So they just
Yeah.
want you to click on
Yeah.
that and then get malware in your machine.
Yeah. I know.
Um, and not only that, a lot of places, a lot of people, they don't live in a secure location, so mail gets stolen quite often. So I'm like, you
I
really
have somebody on my floor. I have somebody on my floor that recently moved in that's stealing. That's why I don't
so
want it
sad.
to sit outside. That's why I want to know what the number is,
Yeah.
so I know. And then what I do is I put a card, please knock for the package. Or if I've got when it's coming, I can follow it and then
Yeah, exactly. I actually
be
put,
aware of it.
at least with the US Post Office, I set up the option to get text or email when I'm about to get packages so that I get alerts about where the package is.
Yeah,
Um, and that way I know when it's arriving and it's not going to sit outside. Like, even though
yeah,
where I live is pretty safe, but I've lived in really big cities where it wasn't, and they
yeah,
steal things and they'll
yeah,
even go in your mailbox and steal out your mail too.
yeah.
Um,
Sherry says that Mimi won another hook last night, and Tina wants me to win her a hook. I'll try. Canada, July 1st. Yeah, we're having a party here July 1st, Tina. I'm having a Canada Day party here on July 1st, and maybe you should come up on the YouTube for Canada Day.
Mimi or me?
Canadian? No, no, you're not Canadian.
Oh, I'm not Canadian.
Tina, Tina, my Ottawa friend. She lives here in Ottawa too. Yeah. Don't ever click on text links. No, no, no. I'm pretty good at figuring out what's a scam at this point in my life.
Yeah, you can
Because
hop.
when you get to be my age, they're trying to scam you every 5 freaking minutes. They try
Yeah,
and be your boyfriend. They try and say they come in and they tell me how great my art is. And honest to God, I'm deleting a guy. I swear to God, every 2 days.
yeah,
No joke. And then I just got one today in my mail. It was something to do with I don't know what it was to do with, but some scam or another.
yeah. They're getting
Yeah,
more.
July 1st is a Monday, so we're gonna celebrate Canada Day here on my channel at 8 p.m. on July 1st. I'm gonna have prizes and giveaways, and we're gonna have fun, and that's going to be fun. So that's in 2 weeks. Next week we're going to have Mary Ann, Mama Wench here, so that should be fun. Hi Nona, how are you doing? Nana Mona, how are you doing? Nice. I'm not Canadian, but always up for a party. Yeah, well, that's the thing is we're going to have a party and we're going to show you how we celebrate Canada Day. I'm going to have the flags and the whole Canada Day attire is going to be here. It's going to be fun. Sarah, you and me, we're gonna go to the mall, and you're gonna help me get all Canada Day up. Okay, that sounds like fun.
Is Canada Day your Independence Day or
Yes,
national? Okay,
it's the celebration of the anniversary of our country. So yeah,
that should be fun.
1967 we became officially an independent country.
It's not that
But
long ago.
well, we're a British
I
monarchy.
mean, if you think about it in the relative scheme of things, that's not
No,
long ago.
well, that's what I said. We're British monarchy, so we still have the king is on our money,
Mm-hmm.
and we have parliament buildings and parliament run exactly like it's run in England. Canada's system is the exact same. We're just we're like their big brother. We live down
Yeah,
the street. We do everything the same way they do it. We decided we wanted to be
independent.
independent, so that's what we do. Party, yeah, it's party. Count me in. Oh, good, Mishi. You come by for the party. I thought that'd be fun. I'm gonna give away some books from Amazon. I like when Dawn does that. I think that's a good plan.
I think
It's
so
a
too.
way you could have things sent without having to buy it and then reship it.
Hmm.
So, and everybody loves crochet books, right?
I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah,
I do.
I do. I love them. I want to get some more doll crochet books.
Oh,
Like different
I didn't,
dolls.
I didn't know you then, but this one place that I go to, Humble Bundle, they have like different gaming bundles of software, and they also have different ebook bundles that are different themes. So
Yeah.
sometimes craft related, sometimes art related. But a few months ago, I can't remember exactly what month. Maybe it was December or January. I don't remember. I know it was around close to Michi's birthday. Um, they had a crochet book bundle,
Oh, nice. Nice.
and it was really good. It was like 18 or 20 ebooks for, I think the most for the pack was $18. Like they have three different tiers. Like you can pay like $1 for that
Yeah.
tier, and that's like two ebooks, and then the next one is like $6 or $8, and then it's like 10 of the books, and then the highest tier is like 17 or 15 or $18 or whatever, and then it was like 18 or 20. So I do like a whole review on it.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, I learned not to review more than 3 or 4 or 5 books in one video because
Yeah.
it's way too much.
Yeah.
So I did most of the whole bundle in that review of that video, which was like more than 15 plus books. I was wiped out for the night. I was
Yeah.
just like, it was way
Yeah.
too much.
I did when I have one on my channel. I did the 3 books review, so that was good.
Yeah,
I'll
so I
do,
think
I'll do some more reviews as I go along.
I think the nice spot is at least 2 or 3 books like per video for reviews, and
Yeah.
the rest is a bit. But I think you would have loved that bundle.
Oh, thanks, Mishi. Mishi says I got some new Ami books today. Love books. Yay. Thank you, Mishi, for the super sticker. I have to get you some super stickers. I was just saying that to Sarah today. I'm like, oh, I want to go and give Mishi some super stickers for her shipping. Um, I am going to say my love you and leave yous. That's something I do on my channel, Nessa. If you don't know, hi Nifty, how are you? What is YouTube jail? I don't know. I've never been in YouTube jail. Fortunately, I try and stay out of trouble in my life. I wasn't so nice in my earlier years. I got more trouble when I was younger, but now I try to stay out of trouble. Mimi Nightbutt had the hots for you last night.
Well,
Mimi, it's
I
just
know
so it's
Nightbot
meant to
was.
be. Believe it's karma. Yep. Well, I believe it's karma too, because you got to listen to this. The night before I won, I was in, I was walking around the house and I was thinking, if I win one of Misha, because I was thinking about the hooks, I guess. I said, if I win one of her boxes, I'm going to tell her, no, I just don't want the box. I'll just take the hook. That way, it's not cost so much for her to ship, and because really, I don't need yarn. I have people donating yarn for me to make
Yeah.
blankets, and I'm going and I'm just getting a big donation of yarn again next week. So, uh, because I'm always crocheting for the children, that's all I do, literally. Um, I just coveted the pink hook. And it was my favorite color and everything. And it turns out that's what happened. I said, no, I don't need the box. Just take the hook. Thank you very much.
I can't remember. Was it a furls hook or
Yeah,
not?
you have to manifest. Exactly, Mishi.
Okay.
I manifested it.
Shannon, was it a furls hook or was it an O fire?
I think it was a furls.
They're both very pretty.
Um, it was a furls.
Something streamline or something maybe. No.
No, it was not metal.
Oh yeah, it was the resin ones, right?
Yeah, it was a furls resin, I
Oh,
think it was.
they're pretty.
And it was pink and blue. Or
Oh, I think I
pink,
remember
blue,
seeing that.
purple.
Yeah.
Furls Cancer. Yeah, it's beautiful. So beautiful. I'm so in love, Mimi. You never made me happier. And
Yeah, I'm
I'll
not
have the
sure.
hook. I'll have the fancy hook, and I got the cotton here, and I will be not using this ugly brown hook. Although I love it. I love it. My favorite. I have two of them. I have two because a friend gave me one, and I fell in love. So then Sarah bought me the whole package. The the clovers. I love them.
Yeah, I haven't tried a furls hook yet. I don't have any.
Love the cancer so much. I know, isn't it beautiful? And I love this yarn so much. I've got it out because I'm going to make one of those stuffies again tonight.
Oh, nice.
So that's going to be the skin tone. That's going to be the body. It's super easy. Luggage tags have a place you can rate. Yeah, but they're going to be expensive. They're going to charge you like $3 for a luggage tag. I can make my own. I can
Yeah.
make my own. I got the fancy clicker. I got the fancy things that go in. I'll show you guys. Hey. So, anyways, I was saying my love you and leave yous before I started shabbering again.
Yay, balloons.
Hello, Mimi. I love that so much. Misha was totally bullied by placing her into YouTube jail. That was terrible, eh?
Yeah.
That was not right.
And that was
What they did to
their
you,
mix
that
up.
was not right, Misha. And I was worried because I got my members at the exact same time you did, like within a couple of days. And I was like, oh, God, I hope that doesn't happen to me. They made me do it twice, though. They made me do it twice, which I didn't think was right. I had like 500 videos on there, and I got 1,000 subscribers before, and I'd been monetized before,
Hmm.
and they made me do all my watch hours again when I came back
And it
because there
had
were no watch hours before, so they made me get all the watch hours
did it
and
have the
do it
same
all over
channel
again.
or was
Pardon?
did you use the same channel name or was it a
Yeah,
different channel?
same
Okay.
channel, same video, same everything. Little jerks.
Yeah.
They don't care about you. They just care about the watch hours. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say my goodbyes, Tina. I will see you on Wednesday for tea, and that will be fun. I have some goodies here for you. Tammy, love you, honey. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for coming.
We're
Who's really
both really
leaving?
leaving because
We're all really leaving. I'm
yeah,
saying
'cause
goodbye now. I'm saying goodbye to everybody, and we're gonna close the video. I always say my goodbyes. So goodbye, Tammy. Goodbye, Sherry. Goodbye, Mishi. See you soon, Tina.
goodbye everyone.
Bye, Barb. My darn yarn doll. Love you. Bye, Mishi, my
Goodbye everyone.
girl.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Michael.
Shazam. That's cool. Bye, Shirley Bain. No problem. You can watch the replay, Shirley. Oh, that reminds me. Please remember to hit the like button and come back after the live's over and leave a comment so I can add you to the monthly draw. And that will be separate from the draws on the first. There'll be Canada Day is its own party with its own celebrations and its own giveaways. Nifty, thank you for coming.
Thanks everyone for coming. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you, Allie, for being here. I know I won't be able to go all the way to the top. They changed the whole thing. I used to be able to go to the top and say goodbye to everybody, but now they don't let me do that. Uh oh.
Oh, that's your phone. Oh,
Can you
that's
hear that? It's my machine, my meds machine. I have a machine that.
oh yeah, you have the fancy high tech one.
Yeah, it tells me when to take my pills.
Did I take
Alrighty, Nana Mona, thank you for coming, honey. Nessa, that's you. Thank
yeah,
you
yes.
for coming.
Good night.
I appreciate you for having me. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with me on such short notice.
Thanks for having me here. I'm sorry. I think I'm hitting my point of tired, so my brain is like.
Me too. Me too. My hip hurts. I got to take my meds. I'm tired. I want to
We
eat.
need dinner.
Exactly. All right, guys. Take care. Love you. Bye.
Don for dropping the link. Bye. Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming. I had a great time. Thank you.